Okay, guys, thought I'd just share with you this trade that I'm looking at. Again, this is a day trade or a scalp trade, so they're pretty. It's pretty much in and out sometimes. Maybe might hold on for a little bit longer than I expect. So, but not any longer than a few hours. So I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so you can see here we're looking at the 5 minutes on the ES mini contract. Um, So what I'm looking at is the market's kind of come in, right, and we've done this. So we're kind of came back down, and we put in a new structure low, right? Initial, yep. Market comes back up to retest this shelf here, and we get a rejection, right? So we get some bit of consolidation. Market gets rejected, and then we come back down to retest the previous lows, right? Market comes in, but doesn't. We close above the previous lows, right? So we put in kind of essentially almost a double top, right? I mean double bottom, which is tends to be a bit of a reversal signal, like you see here. So the market comes back up again. Then we close above the previous top, right? So this is a new structure. This is a trend change now. So previously we were obviously bearish, right? Came back up, came back down. We put in a close above. So I mean a higher low, and then we came back up. We closed above here, so it looks like we've got a new structure high. Now the market's going to consolidate like this, so right. So what's going to happen? So what am I going to do next, right? So what I'm looking for now is, like I said, this is a short-term trade. So what I'm doing is, if the market goes up, then whatever, so be it, right? But if the market comes back down, right? So what I'm looking for, right, is this. I'm looking for whether, regardless of whether it goes up, right? At some point, I'm looking for a move back down, right? Let's just say it goes up there to retest, and it comes back down. I'm looking for an area around here to get involved. Okay. Now, if you go with Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high, I've got a 61.8 right at this level here. We've got some structure here. Right. Oops. Some structure about there. Right. Just darken that a little bit more. All right. Or you can look for, right from the absolute swing low, which is here, right? But, there's really not much structure I'm looking at here. So really, this is probably the area I'll be looking to get involved, right? So probably around this level here. So I could I'll probably look for I'll probably trade 2 contracts, right? Seeing as this is just really a short-term trade. My stops will probably be about below here, right? So I'll try and draw another one. So let's just say here, for example, I can't change the color for some reason, so stops. We'll go about here, right? Okay. And my first target will probably be about there. So I'll close the first position there, and the second position will probably go somewhere around up here. Second position, or I might leave it to completely trail altogether. So there's some structure here as well. I think there was a previous top here as well. So, but I'll leave it at that there. So horizontal line. So I'll just draw that and that. So overall, right now, I will probably be looking for. I'll probably put my stops a bit here. This is a tight one actually, so I should really be putting it about there. Right, I'm looking at this structure. Remember, I'm not really interested in this bit here. I'm really interested in this bit here. So, Jesus. All right. So what I'll do is I'll put a buy limits order by 2.
Order pending.
As soon as I get filled, my stops and targets should automatically reappear. Right, I'll have to adjust them, of course, but that's that there. So I'll delete that, and then we'll see how we go. So I'll let it run, and then I'll. All right, so just pause a little bit, and in between that, I just basically just put in, what I did was I put in just so you can see it graphically, just put in the risk to reward. So red bit marks the amount of risk I'm putting into the trade, and green being the reward for target 1 and target 2 being the second bit here. So just a bit over a 1-to-1 for target 1, so that's good. So it's just a matter of just waiting for this market to play out and see how we go. Alright, so we'll see how we go from there. Alright, so what's happened is, you know, market completely broke out. You know, didn't get close to our order, and then you know, reached these levels here. So broke above this level, hit that level where we set as maybe a target 2. But now we get this pullback. So we've got the market coming back into structure. Right, what was previous resistance is now support. Right, so bounced back up, but then it completely just rolled over again. So it gives us another opportunity. So this is good. I was about to cancel this as well, so but then I saw this break below and I thought, okay, we'll just leave it there and see how we go. So we still got a chance at this hitting. Now if this does hit, then again, this is one of those things that I've been noticing more, which is the false breakout, the false break. So the market comes back down, so kind of, you know, so there would have been people that would have entered here, and this is kind of to scare people out. So it breaks out, you get the excitement, right? Everyone gets excited, and then the market pulls back down again, right? So this is the part where people start to get a little bit freaked out, right? And you know, they start going, oh well, I should have taken profits here, and you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So what could happen is the market would likely to, you know, go down to retest this level here, right? Now, if it does retest this level, right, then we could see a false break to the downside to hit the stops, possibly. Okay, I'm not sure. If it does do that, then and we do get some upside movement, then we're likely to see this roll even further up. Right, so let's just see what happens first. Right, so we'll get the retest of the tops. So this is where it's going to be a make or break. It's either going to keep going up or it's going to break below and just keep going down. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Alright guys, so just came back. Order just got filled. So I've readjusted so I had my stops here before and my targets there. So what I've done is I've decided to just want to readjust my stops back down to about there. Target ones will be about, let's put target. So target ones will be about there. Right. And the reason why I moved target ones is because of this little area here. So we still can get a retest there, which means that, you know, more opportunity to see this tested. So I've moved my first target to that there, and the second target I haven't really decided yet, but I'm looking for some continuation up. So I might not even leave it there. I might cancel that target altogether and let this market ride this one up. So I'll tell you what's happened. So this is where, you know, it gets pretty interesting, because this is where you get to the psychology of trading, right? So you see all this movement here, right? This is really inexperienced people, or anyone, well actually even experienced people, will look at this and go, oh shit, you know. So this is where panic sets in. People close orders and re-enter, or go short and go long, whatever the case may be. And then at some point the market breaks down. You see this big break, right? So you can see it here, right? And so the market comes up, does this for a bit, and then breaks below, right? Breaks below this little trend line, right? We come back up, right? So we came back there, got the order filled. See how it just filled it and completely. We've got this nice little bullish pin bar too. This is what I like to see. This pin bar here, we call this a bullish pin bar. So when you see this, it generally is a good sign. So that's what we saw, and then the market came back up, right? So we're retesting this area, this level here that we broke below, right? So what's likely going to happen? The next candle, what you're going to likely see is the market come back down, So we might get a red candle, whatever, or we could just keep, we could completely blow above this at all, right? So either way, we want to see this. Now, if it breaks below this level here, right, then, you know, we can start saying, oh shit, well, maybe we're wrong, okay? So if it breaks below that level there, then, you know, you can start to say, well, maybe, yeah, we might be wrong. So what I could do is I could actually move my stops to about there, right? I'm just going to leave it here for now. But if I really want to play it conservatively, right, and manage my risk, and I can move my stops there. And the reason being is because if this breaks, if we see the retracement, which we might see about now, right, if we see it here, right, and assuming that it does retrace, right, if it retraces there, and then the candle afterwards, it completely blows below this, then we know we're wrong. I know straight away that I'm wrong, and I want to get out, right? And I don't really want to keep my stops there. I want to be out as soon as I can. So that's the whole concept behind having the reason having the stops potentially here, right? But I'll just keep it here for now, and then we'll see how we go. So it's looking okay so far. So, but I'm just giving you some scenarios in terms of why it's important to place your stops at certain levels, right? So, because this was the false break, this is the false break, okay? And we're going to get a reversal. So, you know, you're not going to see two false breaks. You usually only see one false break. So hopefully this hits me for target ones. So I'll close, I've got two lots. So I'll close one lot at the first target, and the second lot will likely be closing up there, okay? So we'll see how we go from there. Applies. So we just missed our target getting hit, so let's see what happens. Come on, you bastard. As soon as this target gets hit, this field, I'm going to move my stops to just about there to break even, right? So that guarantees me into a risk-free position, right? So yeah. And then from there, I'll just manage my stops as I go.
Target filled.
Good. So
Target filled.
So move my stops to just about. I'll just leave it there actually. Right. It's not quite break even. So I've got target 2s up there. So this market's starting to look strong, right? So you can see the RSI is starting to build up a bit there. So you know, some strength, some buying's coming in too. It's got some buys coming in. So you know, we could see this go a little bit higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for where I'm going to put my second targets. So if I use say a Fibonacci inversion kind of technique, I've got the 161 up there, so I can look for targets up there. If I'm looking for, let's see if I can draw another fib extension from say this swing low to swing high. It's got the 161 up there, but that's probably too high for me. So what I'll do is I'll try and do another one. Like I said, this is a day trade, scalp trade, so I don't really want to be holding this for too long. I really want to be either in or out in the next say hour or something like that. So I could have target 2s there, but I'll probably look for a bit more than that. Probably that one's pretty good. I'll keep that there. So what I'll do is I'll move this one probably about there. No, actually, that's good. I'll leave it there. That's where it is, because I want to account for, you know, where, you know, the market might completely might hit my entry my target, but it won't get it filled. So if I move it a little bit below, then at least I know that there's a higher chance of it getting filled. So I actually might move it just one tick or so below. And there, so see how we go. So it looks like we've got this breakout now, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. If we break above this previous high there, then it's going to look really, really good. So see how we go from there. So I'll just leave it there, and we'll I'll give it at most an hour. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, so what's happened is, right now this is, I've got a lot more confidence now this will hit, because what it's done is it's put in a bullish consolidation. So with kind of a rising wedge, I guess. So usually this is a bearish sign. So you can see the market's kind of stair-stepped its way up. And generally what will happen is at some point, right, whether it breaks down or breaks up, we're going to see a move to the upside. You know, probably short term, might be a move up and then a breakdown. Either way. But the main thing is, you know, we can see the pattern now. So you can see there's more evidence now that makes me feel a bit more comfortable that we're going to see this get this target filled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stops up a little bit more to probably about there. Now that I know a bit more of what's going on, I can see more of what's happening. I can feel more comfortable to move this up. And I don't want to move it too close, because if we move too close, the market kind of whips down, stops you out, and then goes back up again. You know, you don't want to see that happen. So let's see price action. So yeah, so this is the pre-decision point. We're going to see breakdown or break up, but breakdown, it could be a short-term breakdown. So see what happens. Alright, so just want to move my stops up to just about there, this level here. So just basically managing risk and just securing profits that are already locked in. So because as I look at this now, it looks more and more likely that, you know, we're going to get targets filled. And that being the case, I just want to make sure I minimize any, want to basically protect myself from any surprises. So I'm just basically moving my stops up. So now I've kind of secured myself this much profit, right? So yeah, so let's see. Just waiting for this to get filled. You know, I could move this higher, but you never know, right? You don't want to see the market come back down, retest this level here, and then come back up. So yeah. Alright, so actually, day trading, you got to manage your stop versus your risk. Just securing more, move it up to about there. So as it moves higher, you want to kind of manage it. So, you know, don't want to move it too close, but yeah. So not much profit's been secured. And see, so I hate when this happens. That's fine. Come on. You can do it. Fill me.
Target filled.
So that's that there. So look, we could still keep going high, I don't know, but you know, my aim was to get here. So from the point of entry from say about here to 12:30, so to about here to so just over 2 hours, right, worth of trading. But like I said, I wasn't sitting here the whole time just staring at this. You know, sometimes I do, depends. But you know, I was kind of doing other things at once, so it wasn't really much work effort there, really. So yeah, so okay, so how much profit did I yield on that one? So if we first target was about 300, I think, and then we closed up there. So about 750 all up for that one trade, 2 hours worth, so can't complain. But we'll see how we go. I'll leave it there. Thanks guys, hope that helps. Cheers.